Okay, guys, it's Monday night, and I am here with a name everybody knows from Twitter right now, Sophie Dorsten. How you doing? Thanks for coming on.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
What are you doing in between writing smash songs like Tomorrow? Because that's a good song. That's a
Thank you.
damn good song.
Thank you. I in between writing songs, like on my free time, I like painting.
Hmm.
I really enjoy painting. I love art and doing other creative things.
Hmm.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you. How long have you been writing songs for?
I've been writing songs since I was 13, so about 5 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. What do you remember? What the first artist you heard that really like piqued your interest that made you want to try out writing songs?
Yeah. I remember listening to Adele and
Okay.
I was like in elementary school, middle school, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her voice. Like, I want to write a hit song like this. I feel like all of her songs are just so good and like just so out there. I also, when I was like a lot younger, I listened to Selena Gomez
Well, nice.
and like in her Disney phase, and I loved her, and I just thought she was so awesome.
That's great. How long have you been playing guitar since you were 13 as well?
Yeah, yeah. I picked up guitar when I was 13, and then I just started writing songs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I watched a few of your live videos you had on YouTube. Those are awesome.
Thank you.
That cover of "I Will Survive" that was fucking good, man. That was
Thank
really
you.
good. I was impressed, really.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's a fun song to do.
No doubt. Who's in your band?
So my band members are I have my brother on guitar. He's 21. I have my friend Josh on bass, and then I have my friend Mark from Alice Cooper Solid Rock on drums.
Nice. That's
So
great. That's a good band. Did you guys Were you guys like everybody else and have just a pile of stuff lined up for 2020 and then COVID shut you down?
it's like since like I it's like mainly like my band. I was like, okay, like let's do the show like January. I had a show at the Marquee
Mhm.
and in Phoenix, and it's like a good like venue for a local artist to play at. And so like I was like so pumped. I'm like, oh my gosh, 2020 is gonna be great. I'm gonna like fill all my like time up with like performing at like good places like this. And like I was just so excited. And so we were rehearsing for it, and I'm just like, oh, this is so sick, like can't wait for all these shows. And then like COVID hit, and now it's like literally haven't had a show since, but it's okay. But like I don't know, it's crazy, but I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard shit, man. It's hard for everybody right now.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So what's next then? You got another song coming, I saw
Yep,
on
I have
Twitter.
a new song coming out on, I believe, the 27th. It's
Okay.
Black Friday, I think.
Yep.
um it's I wrote it with my brother. He wrote all the instruments on it, all the instrumental stuff, and then I sang on it. It was really cool. I like working with my brother. It's like getting a new like perspective or a different like perspective on things sometimes, and like I don't know, it's really cool to work with someone. It's a lot different because I just always like working by myself, and so it was really cool. But yeah, this song is like it's kind of about just like being by myself all the time, and like all my friends are off to college, even though they're by themselves all the time, and like doesn't really sound like they're having fun in college. But it's like I don't know, just like being by myself, and everyone kind of left. I do have my family, and I love my family, but just like that thought of like, wow, life is so different now.
Was that kind of what that was kind of what the perspective for tomorrow was, hey?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tomorrow I wrote before my senior year, and
Mhm.
it was, or like, was it? No, it was like during, it was the beginning of my senior year, and I was like, it was about like how I was scared about the future, and like I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do after I graduate. I don't know what I'm doing like in college, academically. Like I don't know what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to pursue music, but I just didn't know if I wanted to go to school for music or if I wanted to go for like business or something. And to be honest, I still don't know what I'm doing for college yet. I don't know. I'm thinking of just taking a couple classes and like seeing what I like. It's hard to do online right now, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm just like doing what I do best and just doing music, doing art, doing all that fun stuff. And so anyways, tomorrow is about just like being scared for the future and just not knowing what to expect. And so I think like a lot of people can relate to it though in
100%.
kind of many different ways because now of COVID, it's like they probably are wondering like what's gonna happen tomorrow, you know? What's
No
gonna
one
happen in
knows.
2021?
Exactly. No one
Yeah.
knows what the hell's going to happen. It's
Hmm.
crazy. And you're in Arizona, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, now I know I have friends out there, and they say it was nuts there at one time for cases
Mhm.
blowing up, and it's just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Stay safe, people. That's all you can do, right?
Yep. Stay safe. Yep.
Stay inside and write hit songs.
Hmm. Yes.
How have you been? Are you one of these guys or girls, artists that check your analytics like constantly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard not to, especially because I'm not out on like shows or whatever,
Right.
you know? Like I don't have now in-person fans going to my shows or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely I'm always checking and like what's going on here.
Every
So
day.
yeah.
Who's listening from where now? And
Exactly, yeah. How many people are listening right now?
you have to. That's what you have to do. You gotta know your market and know what you're doing. So
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah.
And you're just young. So my advice to you is I'm an old asshole now, but nobody knows what they want to do after they graduate. I still don't know, and I'm 36.
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
I'd say stick with the artsy stuff. Your parents won't like that advice, but just do it.
No, they're like totally for it. They
Yeah,
are
they should
great
be
parents.
like you. Like
I
it's
love
the first. I don't even remember. I don't remember the first time I heard you. I can't remember. I think I just clicked a link that I saw you post on Twitter because I kept seeing your name pop up. And if I keep seeing someone's name pop up like a shitload, I'll be like, all right, what's up? And I was like, holy shit! Like, I could see why. Like, seriously, like how the hell do you sing like that? What do
it.
you do?
Oh,
Did you take voice lessons? Did you just like win the
yeah.
voice lottery or something? That's just
Yeah, I took voice lessons when I was little and or not little. I took them around like well, I was in choir, so like fourth grade all the way to like my freshman year in high school. And then like around that time I guess too, I also had a vocal coach. And then after my freshman year of high school, I was like, okay, I want to do all these shows and stuff. So I didn't really have time for like choir because at my school choir was like a big thing and like
oh really?
I don't know, it was just a lot of time commitment. And I'm like, I'd rather go do shows outside and like do all this stuff. I don't know. I liked being by myself performing, you know, like I don't know, it was
Fair
fun.
enough.
So yeah.
Fair enough. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
So what is you as an artist now, what are some of the bands you're listening to or some of the artists you're listening to yourself right now?
Yeah. I like listening to a lot of indie bands. My favorite band that has been my favorite band for a long time, my favorite all-time artist. I started listening to them in high school. My brother actually showed me them. They're called From Indian Lakes, and they're a band from the US, from California, and I just fell in love with them. Like all of their music is just such a vibe and like I don't know, I can like listen to it on any mood I'm at, you know, like they have so many different sounds and like I don't know, I just love them. So they're like my number one. And then I love Billie Eilish. I really like her music. um I actually do listen to like Post Malone a little bit,
Mhm.
but I don't know if he's an influence, I guess, I don't know, but yeah, so I don't know. I listen to a lot of bands all the time. Just always rotating through bands, I guess.
And this is where you can shout out every indie artist you listen to if you like. I know you're down with Three Mind Blade. He's the man. What up, Mike?
Oh yes,
Uh,
yes, yeah.
there's a lot of good ones. There's so many. That's just it.
There are, yeah.
I always tell people that if you're looking for something, you're not gonna find it on the mainstream so much. You have to
Mm-hmm.
do some digging, but once you do, you'll be like, oh shit, okay, you know.
Definitely, yeah.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
when you guys record, do you guys record like do you have like a home studio setup, or do you have the pro shit that you have to go and book all the time and things like that?
Yeah, so for the stuff that I have recorded in the past, I have a lot of singles out there. I've recorded with like different producers, and then tomorrow was recorded in Nashville.
Nice.
So that was like professional, and it was the coolest experience ever.
Oh, dope. Who'd you work
Uh,
with?
what?
Who did you work with in Nashville?
I worked with Jordan Lake from Nashville Hit Machine. It was such a cool experience. We went to Sound Kitchen Studios
Mhm.
in Nashville, and it was just such a cool experience. I mean, I just like walked into this like studio and I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. It's like, I don't know. It was so different than anything I've ever done. But that was really cool. And then currently now, like when I'm recording with my brother, we're just in his room. He has like all the stuff in his room and we
Nice.
just like sit there and write, record. So yeah,
Do
it's
you
really
guys do you guys have like sibling fights over your writing process? Like, no, you're a dick. Like,
It's more like, I don't know, if we don't agree on something, it's like we have to take time to like think about it, I guess. I'm just like, well, I don't really agree with them. I don't know. It's
I
not
don't
like
know,
a fight.
bro.
It's more of just like, I don't think that sounds good. I'm like, I think that sounds great. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know.
Obviously, you don't know a damn thing about music, older brother. Yeah,
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, that's cool. You guys sound like you have fun. Like I said, the live videos are awesome.
Thank you.
I hope that I hope all this shit blows over and you can keep going because I think you've got a shitload of talent. And I mean,
Oh,
everybody does, but I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you've got you've got
thank
something
you.
for
Oh,
sure. That's good.
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you again for taking the time. I know it was a shit show getting on here. That's
No,
what
you're
it is.
fine. I'm like
Um,
not really doing anything right now, so I'm totally fine.
Nothing going on. Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Always.
so what other? So you've sent your music to Ollie at Radio TFSC, obviously. SLE Radio. Do you have any others that you want to shout out?
So I have a local radio in Phoenix, Arizona called KWSS, and I'm actually doing a show for them the end of this week on Friday, and
Nice.
it's gonna be a live stream.
Cool.
So it's with the band. It's a live stream. We're playing it at like a place, but it's just gonna be live stream. No one can go. So that will be on their Facebook Live, I believe.
Okay.
I think I'll post more about it. But yeah, so KWSS, the one of the radio hosts there, her name is Danny, and she's just such an awesome person. I love her. I mean, there's so many radio out there, and I'm just like, I just love it. But she's really good. But yeah.
That's awesome. Do you remember? Were they the first people to pick your song up and play it type thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like pretty local, and so I don't remember the first time I was on, but I'm pretty sure they're like the first. But yeah,
How cool was that hearing your song on the radio for the first time?
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. No shit. That's awesome. That's great. So new song comes on the 27th, and then you're just gonna keep rocking. Like I said, hopefully shows open up soon.
Yep, I really hope so.
Because
Those those are so fun.
doing the yeah. Well, how many have you played so far?
This year,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. Let's see. I think like trying to think. I know I've had a lot of like live stream or like stuff like this where I would play.
Hmm.
So minus those, I don't really remember how many those were. There was like I don't know. There was like five or so of those I feel like, but
Nice.
in-person shows, I would say around like four or five
Nice.
shows. I
Yeah.
don't really know for sure. I actually have two coming up, the one on Friday and then the
Yeah.
one actually on the 27th as well.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to find shows in local markets sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like up here, like I'm in Canada, and where I am, that we're pretty fortunate that we can just basically call the venue and say, "Look, we're coming in." You know.
It's actually pretty easy here, I
Is it
feel like.
easy there? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
good.
mean, like that's what I have done. Like I'm just like, hey, like here's who I am, here's all my info, like I will go to restaurants, coffee shops, whatever, or even just like a venue or whatever, and I'm like, hey, here's all my stuff. Check me out. I don't know, just give me a call, see what we can do. And that's pretty much how I started performing.
Nice.
Minus like this place called House Cooper Solid Rock in Phoenix, and I went through their like little competition, I guess, and like someone in there like has given me really good opportunities. His name is Randy Spencer. He's given me so many good opportunities, but besides that, like I've just walked up to places and like just been like, hey, this is who I am. I play music. Check me out. Hopefully I can play here. So yeah.
It's awesome. You gotta pound the pavement, so to speak. Eh? That's good.
Yeah, I don't know how it is in other states, but I mean that's where it is where I am in Gilbert, Phoenix, Arizona. But yeah.
Now, can you guys, when you guys are like advertising for shows, do you, up here, you can't fucking hang posters on traffic lights anymore or anything like that. It's all done. I don't know why. It's
Yeah.
apparently a huge fine. Are you still allowed to hang posters wherever you want or put handbills on cars and things like that? Or do you just do the social media route?
Like I'm pretty sure I haven't done it. I don't think I've really done it like that before. I remember like I went to a private school, and so like I would just like take stuff to school and be like, "Hey guys, I have a show. Like check it out." But and like they didn't care because I could just ask the principal and he didn't care. And he was like supportive of it. I haven't really ever gone out and like put my poster or anything on like a streetlight or anything like that. But
You
whenever I'm
should.
out driving, I always see like political stuff on the side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
road and like tattoo stickers on the lamppost, or I don't know. It's just like all this random stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's fine, but
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
fine. You just got to make some stickers and just start slapping them all over the place.
Yeah,
That's all I got to do. Old school. Old
yeah.
school meets new school. There you
And
go.
like at like all these venues, everyone puts like stickers in the
Yeah,
bathrooms and everywhere that they possibly can. So
anywhere.
yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Now you mentioned you've sang on these before. Do you feel like singing tonight? I'll put you right on the
Sure.
spot right goddamn now. If you want to sing
Yeah,
whatever you
right now.
want.
Okay, let me go grab my guitar over here really
That's
quickly.
right over there.
Okay. So I'm using my let's see, my computer speaker. I don't know how well it is.
That'll be
Pick
okay.
up all the sound. So
I'm
I
sure
was
it'll be
thinking
fine.
of singing tomorrow. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. No
Okay.
complaints.
It's my favorite song, and I feel like people like it, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it. I love
Nice
it.
work. Nice work.
So yeah. Okay. Here we go. Fade out, and I touch the sky. My mind erased from it all. It's alright, I'm fine. The time is spinning away. tomorrow. When I take the flight and I listen to the sorrow, words have caught the light. It's alright, I'll find the time. It's been around. I cannot let it go. No, not now. It's in my mind. I'm scared, but I'll be fine. I can hardly breathe now. How do I breathe tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Wow. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was the first time that's ever happened on here. So you've
Cool.
set the bar and raised the bar at the same time. So anyone watching this, toughen up. Challenge is laid down. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope my audio quality on my computer was good.
Sounded fine to me.
Okay.
It's all good. Well, sounds good.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Well, Jesus, I don't know. That was fun.
That was fun. Thank you for having me.
100%. Why don't you take the last couple minutes to tell us about where we can find you online, if you got any merch and things like that?
Yeah. So you can follow me on all social media at Sophie Dorsten Music on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find me on all music platforms at Sophie Dorsten, and that's like Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, all that stuff, and YouTube. And then you can also visit my website, sophiedorstenmusic.com, and you can find links to everything if you forgot all that. So it's all there. All my stuff is linked, and yeah. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, let me know about the show on Friday. I'll help plug that if I can. And
yeah, cool. Thank you so much.
good luck with that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you again for taking the time. It was awesome to talk to you, and
thank
I love
you.
that fucking song. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you do.
Awesome. You have a good night, Sophie. I'll talk to you again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Take care.
Thanks, bye.